734 Tulsa Tower, 18 left, clear to land, wind 110 at 4, following a 727.
From a huge patch of cement wedged between a park and a tangle of highways, Tulsa keeps touch with the world. It's a part of the city that might occasionally doze, but never really sleeps. And every night she drapes herself in a gleaming necklace of emeralds and sapphires, rubies and diamonds. It's a seductive lure to wayward travelers passing overhead, one that must never be extinguished, for to grow dark would be to dim the very city itself. David Ryan will make the last of 3 checks this day of the field lights at Tulsa International Airport, all 3,000 of them.
If you're out here every night, you get to where you can spot the ones that aren't burning. If something doesn't look right, you'll look again and notice that it's out.
To do his job, David must point his police truck down the runway and drive quickly, for at any moment a jet load of passengers may be descending in his direction.
Wondered if I could do a Cat 2 inspection on runway 18 left.
Average 141, proceed up to and hold short of 18 left, landing traffic.
141 will hold short of 18 left.
David will continue on his rounds for another hour, and by 7 a.m., a list of burned-out bulbs will be in the hands of the airport's unsung heroes.
Looking good, looking good.
They drive a truck they converted in their spare time. On the airport radio, it's called Electric 444. They prefer the bread wagon.
In the bread wagon on the Equipment Building Road, like to go north on Juliet to the far end.
444, proceed northbound on taxiway Juliet to the approach end.
444, proceed.
They are the 5 airport electricians, led by Frenchie Ducharme, who's been changing bulbs here for 30 years.
Without our lighting out there on the field, what good's that terminal or anything out here at this airport?
Not much with dim bulbs, and that's what the bread wagon's hunting this morning.
This is the key to the airport right here, the lighting.
When the control tower gives them the all clear, the bread wagon wheels onto the runway and the crew jumps into action at the first sight of a burned out light. They are like a finely tuned Indy pit crew, but the race they run is against time and huge jetliners needing to land or take off now.
Tom, what are you thinking about it? You trying to get this in? Airplane's landing. Hurry. We gotta hurry. What are you trying to give yourself? Sometimes we can do it in less than a minute, but sometimes it takes longer than that. Depends what you run up against.
It's not only the lights they're responsible for, but all the directional signs, 104 miles of underground cable, the terminal, Riverside Airport, and plowing snow from both in the winter. The control tower remembers they're out here, they hope. Still, Rick, who's in command of the bread wagon, keeps a nervous eye on the sky, and all hope to hear any warnings that might pierce the dim.
We have 2 radios. We monitor both at the same time, and plus you always look for the planes, because the planes always have the right of way.
Which means when the tower tells them to clear, they clear, expeditiously.
Oh, we got it clear? Oh my God, got it clear. Hold it, get him in here. Yeah, we got it clear. What's he got? Was he got one coming north?
Everybody's on now.
Rick's had the bread wagon peaking at 80 in situations like this. They'll race to a safe spot and wait, catching their breath as they stretch their legs, maybe wave to a departing bunch of faces and windows who have no idea what these 5 are doing out here in their bright orange bread truck. And before the jet wash clears,
We gotta get on.
Oh, roger.
I'll tell you.
We're headed back out.
they're racing to change out another light, hoping they can squeeze it in between the 802 to St. Louis and the 804 from Dallas, knowing Tulsa stays in the jet age because of what rides along in the bread wagon.
Those lights have to burn. They have to be burning, or they're just on the ground.
At the airport, Scott Thompson, the Oklahoma Traveler.